Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Three Lochs Forest Drive. You'll remember in a few videos ago I tried to come here but it was closed. It's now Saturday and it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, so the sun's pretty high. So the benefit of that is that because there was hardly any wind, there was a beautiful reflection just over there on the shoreline of the trees that are being lit, so they're reflecting perfectly on the water. So obviously I had to look for a bit of foreground. I've come round to this side of the loch. This is Loch on the Three Lochs Forest Drive. And I found this part of the loch where the water's obviously, there's sandstone underneath here, so the water's bright red. I don't know if that's going to show up in the actual final image. I put a polarizer on so I can cut through the sun hitting the water, trying to get that red glow to come through, but we'll not really know if that's worked until we can get it home because I can't see the screen because it's too bright. So I'll talk through the composition just now and tell you how I've kind of set up the shot. So obviously the first thing I did was level the tripod because I was sitting on very uneven ground just now. The next thing I did was put the polarizer on just to kind of cut off the glare because as you can see there's some, with the wind coming through here, it's kind of sending ripples through on the water, and also the light's hitting it now, which wasn't there 10-15 minutes ago. So I put a polarizer on just to cut off the glare from there because it's creating beautiful patterns but not what I wanted for the image. The second thing I'm using is this tree root which is coming out of the ground here, which is perfectly lit by the sun. Quite softly actually, and there's another tree branch in the middle of the water, so they're kind of acting like stepping stones. And then you've got the reflection in the background with the trees from the sort of forest over there as well. So I'm thinking of 4x5 crop with hardly any sky in it, but we'll see what it looks like when we get it back into Photoshop. But so far it's a really nice image. Hopefully the colour of the water will come out. I think the water colour should be the main focal point because of how red it is. It looks a bit like the water at Devil's Pulpit, so it's pretty red. Yeah, so we'll have a wee wander about and see what else we can find. We've stopped here at one of the sort of foresty bits in the Three Lochs Forest Drive. There's literally hundreds of walks you can do here, which is absolutely fantastic, and we've scouted quite a few camping locations as well. As you can see behind me, we've got a bit of a hazy forest scene going on. Sun's a little bit too harsh to try and get it, kept sort of sending flares into my lens. So I've had to wait for 10 minutes, and whilst I've been waiting for that light to change a little bit, I've sort of scouted this whole location and found this wee toadstool bit. It's not actually a toadstool, it's a stump, but it looks like a toadstool. And then hopefully I've caught some of that gorgeous haze in the background as well. And the two trees there are being backlit by the sun, so they look phenomenal. But we'll continue around and see what we can find. This is location number 3. This is the Whangie in the Kilpatrick Hills. We're just about to go into it's like a geological rock formation. I think it's been caused by, I think it's something to do with the Highland fault line, because as you can see from Loch Lomond in the viewpoint out there, it looks right down and you can see all the wee islands that kind of form the Highland fault line. So I think it's something to do with it. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on it. But I've got one picture here already. You probably saw the big kind of, as I call it, the Pride Rock. From the Lion King round the corner, so I got a picture up there, mostly just of me as a subject posing on top of it. So we're going to go for a walk through and take you in. Welcome back to my desk. This is a very quick recap of the 3 images I managed to come away with from today's shoot. I've done it all in one day for change, and the first location was Lochs.
It's a photograph that when it came straight out of camera, it had to be completely desaturated to let my eyes adjust to it and then build the colour back up again, because it was so colourful straight out of camera. I did not expect that. You've got the blues from the sky, the greens from the trees, and then this beautiful red water. Obviously there must be sandstone or something under there for that particular area to make that water so red. It was absolutely gorgeous. There was quite a few distractions in that picture that I had to take out. There was a couple of twigs and there was one bit in the middle of the loch that I wasn't really sure whether I was going to take it out or not. I would like your opinion on that. There's a kind of tree stump smack bang in the middle of the frame, and I kind of liked it in a way because it kind of felt like a bit of a stepping stone to the reflection in the water, but I'm not sure. Do you think I should take this tree stump out? If you do, let me know in the comments. The next photograph was on our way out of the Three Lochs Forest Drive. It probably takes you a good half hour to slowly drive around the whole track. Loch Whangie was one of the lochs that you kind of finish up on. I also came across a few campers already, so yeah, they're pretty brave. They must have heaters in their vans because it's not exactly Scottish summer yet. It was still a gorgeous day yesterday, it was absolutely beautiful, but it was a good opportunity to scout some camping locations for summer, so I'm definitely going to camp there this summer. So the second picture was this one here, and as you saw in the b-roll in the video, the forest there was this beautiful soft light just streaming across the mossy floor of this forest. It was gorgeous. I wanted to try and capture that in a photograph, and I moved about a lot in that location. So there was a couple of trees that were a bit sparse, so there was direct sunlight coming straight through them. So I was trying to avoid that and block it and things as well. But eventually I found a spot which didn't have a great deal of foreground, but it had enough of that beautiful moss on the ground. There was dappled light all over it. And I used that as my foreground, and I'm really glad I did because I managed to catch some beautiful light just in this corner here. So on the right hand side of the picture there's this gorgeous area up the back where it's hazy light. It's absolutely stunning, and I'm really glad I decided to stick around and persevere with that area, because it did probably take me about 20 minutes to find a composition there. It was very difficult. I mean, it's gorgeous, you could just literally walk in and take a snap on your phone and it would look stunning, but I wanted something with a little bit of atmosphere in it and a little bit of ambient light, and eventually I think it worked. I think this photograph is gorgeous. I'm not one for normally taking woodland photography, but I thought this was beautiful, so I literally abandoned the car and jumped into the forest over this wee burn into the forest to try and get this, and I'm really glad I did because I love it. So the third photograph, you probably recognise this absolute muppet standing on top of a rock. I'm really scared of heights. This was terrifying for me, especially because trying to get this angle and stuff was really difficult. And trying to find the spot where you could see Ben Lomond and the rock and stuff was also very difficult, because you had to get yourself to quite a high vantage point to do that. And it was a place called the Whangie, which is in the Kilpatrick hills near Glasgow. It's a beautiful place to walk. It probably takes about 40 minutes to get from the car park to the actual rocky sort of geological formations and stuff. Not a long walk at all, but it's stunning. You get beautiful views down to Loch Lomond. Still a stunning walk, really good fun. But on this particular occasion I couldn't really find a clear subject, so I just used myself as a subject because they always look quite cool and heroic, those sorts of photos. So that's the 3 images from today's shoot. I hope you like them. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much again for watching and continuing to support the channel. So I hope you'll tune in again next week at 6 PM for another video, and until then, I'll see you soon. Bye!